Today we're going to be giving a little demonstration on how to do a nail trim. Now, nail trims sometimes can be easier on some dogs than others, depending on the shape of their paw and a lot of times mostly the color of their nails. Rupert here is actually a really good one to show you on because he has both these nice clear nails where we can see the quick, and then he also has the dark black nails where we can't see the quick. So he's a little bit of a challenge either way. As far as tools, you can either pick up one of these larger types of nail trimmers. Some of them have more of like the guillotine style tube. We tend to like these scissor kind. I find work well. For smaller pets or for cats, even using these small scissor kind too, I think just kind of work well on the smaller paws. The last part is we always want to make nail trims a happy experience for the dogs. So Rupert here gets a little bit of some Cheez Whiz on a little lick mat so he can kind of think about something else other than getting his nails trimmed and make it an enjoyable experience so he doesn't start to dislike them. So I'll show you on the first paw here, and don't forget that they have a dew claw on each side as well, or at least most of them do unless they had them removed. But basically you'll notice that the little tip right there, you can kind of see where the pink part ends. And you don't want to go past that, and if anything, I typically like to leave a little bit extra. So I usually just take a little snip off the tip and then check the bottom to make sure that I don't see the quick starting to be exposed. Now Rupert's nails are not very long, so there's not much that we're going to be able to take off. But again, here we can see how the pink part kind of ends about there, so I want to give it a little bit of a safe distance and not get too close to that part. Just go and snip the tip. And even if you're taking just a little bit off the top, sometimes that's good enough to just do a little bit at a time more frequently to make sure that we don't cut it too short. If you do get any bleeding, you can either just apply some pressure or you could purchase some of the Quick Stop powder that they do have at pet stores. Usually if it does bleed, it will stop at some point, but they can have a little bit of bleeding if you do go too short. Good job, Rupert. You're doing a great job. I'll briefly touch on the black nail as well. So a lot of times with the black nails, I'll kind of use, if you have a colored nail on your dog, as a little bit of a guide to how far to cut back. So I know these I couldn't take much off of, and I'm sure the black one will be about the same. So I usually just start by taking just a little snip off the tip, and you'll want to watch and you'll start to see a little bit of a white circle in the middle when you start to get close, and that's when you want to make sure that you stop. So I still can't see it quite, but I know that compared to the other nails, I'm probably getting close, so I'm not going to want to take any more off of his. So that's a little bit of a demonstration on how to trim your dog's nails. Obviously, you'll want to make sure you get all of them on all four paws, but again, sometimes just a little bit of it at a time makes a big difference and makes it less stressful on the dog as well. So hopefully this helps.